Think you know the most expensive center back ever? Stay with this and the top spot is still ridiculous, and the Premier League keeps crowding this list. Otamendi feels cheap by modern standards, which is funny because 44.5 million euros for a center back was a serious number in 2015. He ended up winning 2 Premier League titles there, so this one aged a lot better than some of the names above him. Back in 2014, David Luiz, at 49.5 million euros, felt enormous for a center back. That's why he still belongs in the conversation. This was one of the deals that helped drag defender prices into the superstar range we now act like is normal. Romero's fee landed at 52 million euros once Spurs made the deal permanent. And honestly, that tracks. He plays like every duel is personal, which is exactly why Tottenham paid up. Stones doesn't sit near the top on raw fee anymore, but he matters because he was an early sign of where this market was going. City paid big in 2016, and years later, he's still one of the clearest examples of a center back being bought for technique as much as defending. White came in as an expensive center back, then turned into one of Arsenal's most useful all-round defenders. That versatility helped make the fee look smarter with time. Not bad for a transfer people argued about immediately. Euro hit this list before turning 19, which is kind of absurd. That fee told you United weren't paying for what he was. They were paying for what they think he'll become, and that's always the pricey version. Laporte cost 65 million euros, and City basically decided subtlety was overrated. For a while he looked like the calmest passer in their backline, which says a lot in a team that treats center backs like midfielders with shin pads. Here's where this ranking gets weird. Lelystad shows up twice. Bayern still paid 67 million euros after Juventus had already spent huge on him, which is a reminder that elite young center backs can stay expensive even after one big move already happened. Diaz is one of the cleanest examples of a massive fee actually fixing a problem fast. City paid 71.6 million euros, and within months, he looked like the adult in every defensive conversation they were having. Hernandez is one of the interesting edge cases here because fans remember him as more than one kind of defender, but in this ranking, he counts as a center back, and Bayern paying 80 million euros showed just how much clubs value defenders who can cover multiple jobs. Chelsea pushed Fofana into the 80 million euros club, and yeah, that's as much as it sounds. The talent was obvious, but this fee became one of those numbers fans keep bringing up every time injuries derail the storyline. Van Dijk is the gold standard for this whole list. Huge fee, huge pressure, basically no wobble. Liverpool paid 84.7 million euros and got the defender who made the rest of the team look taller, calmer, and about 2 seconds quicker. Juventus paid 85.5 million euros for Lelystad when he was still a teenager, which tells you how rare that profile looked. A center-back captain. That young? After a deep Champions League run? Clubs lose their minds for that combination. Maguire held the top spot for a while, and the number never stopped following him around. That's the thing with an 87 million euros center-back fee. You're not just buying a defender, you're buying a permanent argument. And there it is, the record. Gvardiol hit 90 million euros, which is the current ceiling for a center-back. And it says a lot that Manchester City are here again. My read? The market stopped treating elite center-backs like support pieces. They're franchise players now.